After finishing modules 1 to 4, let's talk about module 5, differentiating geometric sequence from arithmetic sequence. Target skills or objectives. Pre-test muna.
A few inches later.
In this module, magpe-present ako ng iba't ibang learning situations and examples para mas maintindihan natin ang pinagkaiba ng arithmetic sequence sa geometric sequence. Let's start with the learning situation number 1. Let's recall how to illustrate arithmetic sequence. Base sa ating arithmetic sequence in our previous module, if the terms of a sequence differ by a constant, we can say the sequence is arithmetic. Differ, ibig sabihin, merong common difference. If the initial terms or a sub 0 of the sequence is a and its common difference d, then we have the following. May tatawagin tayong recursive definition or yung definition ng arithmetic sequence na nagsasabi na ang mga nangyayari sa arithmetic sequence ay paulit-ulit at pare-parehas. A sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus d with the initial term a sub 0 equals a. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung magiging recursive definition ng isang arithmetic sequence. Also, meron tayong tatawaging closed formula. Closed formula ay parehas sa nth term, general term, or isang equation na nagbibigay sa atin ng mga terms ng isang arithmetic sequence. Pero this time, we are going to note them as a sub n equals a plus dn. Ngayon, para mas maintindihan natin kung paano gagawin or hahanapin ang recursive definition at closed formula ng isang arithmetic sequence, let's consider example 1. Let's use the sequence 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, and so on and so forth. To solve and find the recursive definition and closed formula, we start with finding the common difference. Again, your common difference is subtracting two successive terms. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 8 minus 5 equals 3, and so on and so forth to get our common difference as 3. Now, to get our recursive definition, simple substitution lang. Papalitan lang natin yung d, yung ating common difference, at magsiset tayo ng initial term or yung unang term na gagamitin natin. In this case, d is 3, a or yung initial term is 2. Saan kinuha? Sa first term ng ating given sequence. So our recursive definition will be a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus 3 with the initial term 2. How about the closed formula? Again, simple substitution for the common difference and for the initial term. Our initial term is 2, our common difference is 3. So our closed formula is a sub n equals 2 plus 3n. Let's try number 2. Recursive definition and closed formula for the sequence 50, 43, 36, 29, and so on and so forth. Another solution will be finding the common difference. 43 minus 50 is negative 7, 36 minus 43 is negative 7, and so on and so forth. Our common difference is negative 7. For our recursive definition, d is negative 7, initial term will be your 50. Yung unang term. A sub n equals a sub n minus 1 minus 7 with the initial term a sub 0 equals 50 will be your recursive definition. Correct. And for the closed formula, a is 50 and d is negative 7. That's why it gives us a sub n equals 50 minus 7n. That's how we indicate the recursive definition in closed formula about arithmetic sequence. Let's talk about learning situation number 2. Let's know the difference between geometric and arithmetic sequence. Ano ba yung basic difference nilang dalawa? Siyempre, pagdating sa formula. Ano ba ang formula ng arithmetic sequence na iba sa formula ng geometric sequence? Sa ating mga naunang modules, ito yung formula ng arithmetic sequence. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d, kung saan a sub n yung nth term, a sub 1 yung first term, at d yung common difference. How about sa geometric sequence? Ito ang kanyang formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Kung saan yung a sub n muli yung nth term, meron din siyang first term na a sub 1, at this time our r is our common ratio. So let's focus first on the geometric formula para mas maintindihan natin kung paano siya gagamitin. Let's have this example. Given the first term of a geometric sequence 5 in its common ratio, which is 3, what is the sixth term of the sequence? So our given ay ang a sub 1, which is the first term, 5, and our common ratio, which is r, 3. We need to find a sub 6 o yung sixth term. Let's see the solution. We will start with the geometric formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Now, let's have the substitution. N is 6 because we are looking for the sixth term. 5 is our a sub 1 as given, and r is 3, which is our common ratio. Anong unahin nating isolve? Correct, by PEMDAS rule, we need to simplify first the exponent. 6 minus 1, which gives us raised to 5. Next, 3 raised to 5. That means we need to multiply 3 by itself 5 times. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 243. And lastly, let's multiply it by 5 to get a sub 6, which is 1,215. Therefore, the sixth term of the given geometric sequence is 1,215. Isn't it simple? Very good. At dahil meron na tayong example kung paano gamitin ang geometric formula, at natutunan na natin kung paano gamitin yung arithmetic formula, let's do this. Find the first four terms and state whether the sequence is arithmetic, geometric, or neither. Let's start with number 1. Is a sub n equals 3n plus 2 an arithmetic sequence, a geometric sequence, or neither of the two? Let's solve. To start the solution, we will be using the values 1, 2, 3, and 4 for n. Kasi nga, hinahanap natin or hahanapin natin yung first four terms. A sub 1 is 3 times 1 plus 2. A sub 2 is 3 times 2 plus 2. A sub 3 is 3 times 3 plus 2. And a sub 4 is 3 times 4 plus 2. We substituted the values 1, 2, 3, and 4 for n. Okay, let's solve. A sub 1 is 3 times 1 equals 3 plus 2 equals 5. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. That's our a sub 2. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2 equals 11. That's a sub 3. And 3 times 4 equals 12 plus 2 equals 14. That's our fourth term. Now our sequence is 5, 8, 11, and 14. That is our first four terms of the given sequence in the equation. But is it now an arithmetic or a geometric or neither of the two sequence? Let's observe the pattern. We get 8 by adding 3 to 5. We get 11 by adding 3 to 8. And we got 14 by adding also 3 to 11. That gives us a common difference, which is 3. Pare-parehas may ina-add sa mga term para makuha yung mga succeeding terms. Therefore, a sub n equals 3n plus 2 is an arithmetic sequence. Let's try number 2. A sub n equals n squared plus 1. Same solution. Use the values 1, 2, 3, and 4 for n. A sub 1 is 1 squared plus 1. A sub 2 is 2 squared plus 1. A sub 3 is 3 squared plus 1. And a sub 4 equals 4 squared plus 1. By simplifying, a sub 1 is 2. A sub 2 is 5. A sub 3 is 10. And a sub 4 is 17. Now, our sequence is 2, 5, 10, 17. Let's observe the pattern. We get 5 by adding 3 to 2. We get 10 by adding 5 to 5. We get 17 by adding 7 to 10. So, wala tayong makikitang common. How about multiplication? We can get 10 by multiplying 2 by 5. But wala tayong mahahanap sa 17 galing sa 10. So meaning, no common difference and no common ratio. Therefore, yung ating given ay isang sequence lamang. Neither an arithmetic nor a geometric sequence. How about example 3? A sub n equals 3 times 2 raised to n. Same solution, use the values 1, 2, and 3, and 4 for n to get the first 4 terms. The first term will give you 3 times 2 raised to 1, which is 6. A sub 2 will give you 3 times 2 raised to 2, which is 12. A sub 3 will give you 3 times 2 raised to 3, which is 8. Which is 24. And a sub 4 will give you 48. And this is our sequence. Let's observe the pattern. Kung may common difference siya o kung may common ratio. By addition, makuha natin yung 12 from 6 by adding 6. We get 24 by adding 12 to 12. And we got 48 by adding 24 to 24. So, hindi pare-parehas yung mga inad natin. How about multiplication? Yes, 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24, and 24 times 2 is 48. There we have a common ratio. Therefore, a sub n equals 3 times 2 raised to n is a geometric sequence. Now, you try this. Number 4, a sub n equals 5n minus 3, and number 5, a sub n equals 6 times negative 2 raised to n. Did you get it? Very good. Number 4 is an arithmetic sequence with common difference 5. And number 5 is a geometric sequence with common ratio negative 2. Well done. And now, to further learn the difference between an arithmetic sequence and a geometric sequence, please study the examples in your module, numbers 2 and 3 on pages 6 to 7. And watch out for the next video to understand more about geometric sequence. Now, it's your turn. Practice exercises.
A few inches later.
Assessment time. Please answer post-test and additional activities. Thanks for watching and learning. Be good, be mathily good.